Hey guys, I'm showing you how to make this healthy and delicious honey whole wheat pumpkin bread. So instead of using granulated sugar, we're just using honey. I originally got the recipe from cookieandkate.com, so make sure you go over there and check out the food blog and all their amazing recipes. The ingredients that you will need are 1 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil or melted coconut oil, 1/2 cup of honey, 2 eggs, 1 cup of pure pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, pure pumpkin puree, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves or allspice, and then a nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and ginger, and then a 1/4 cup of hot water. So we're going to start with mixing 1/2 cup of honey and then 1/3 cup of either melted coconut oil or whatever vegetable oil that you have. And I'm beating it with a mixer just until it is thoroughly mixed. Then we are going to add the 2 eggs, and right after this continue to beat it well until everything has mixed together. And then we're going to add 1 cup of the pumpkin puree, and again make sure that it is pure 100% pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. We don't want any extra sugar or sweetness into this. And then add about a teaspoon of vanilla. I always eyeball this, but about a teaspoon. Then mix this. Now we're going to add in our salt and spices. So add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of both nutmeg and either cloves or allspice. I'm using cloves because that's all I had. So mix this yet again, and then we are going to add in our flour. So 1 3/4 cups of flour. I ended up adding it just in 3 parts just to make it easier so I didn't have a complete flour explosion all over the stove. And mix it so it's nicely mixed, but try not to over mix it because that's not what we want to do. And then add 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/4 cup of water, and one last time mix it all up. So now we're done with our dough. So to prepare our baking pan, take a 9 by 5-inch pan and grease it up with either butter or I'm just using spray oil, and pour or spoon your batter into the pan and then just smooth it out so it just has a nice top. And then we're going to bake it in the oven that it has been preheated to 325 degrees Fahrenheit or 165 Celsius, and bake it for about an hour. So when it's done, you can take it out and let it sit for about 5 minutes cooling in the pan. And then after, you can flip it out of its pan and onto a cooling rack and cool for about 30 minutes before you slice it, just so nothing, crumbles and it has completely finished. So once it is all nice and cool, then you can slice it in however many pieces you want. And there you have it, your healthy honey whole wheat pumpkin bread. I hope you guys like it and try it, and happy Thanksgiving!